don't know why, man. Grand Rising, y'all. How do you do this? It ain't supposed to be. Peace and love, everyone. Welcome to Coffee with Nikki. What's good? I'm coming back slowly but surely, but I'm not gonna ever be as active as I was because I got busy times in my life, and I just want to keep my channel alive a little bit and come and do some talking sometimes. Right now, it's just a time of a motivating time for me, and it's just a time for things to happen. The foundation that I've laid is unadulterated, and it's going. So I'm very excited about the way things are. There's people here that I love, and I love chopping it up with. We love, you know, doing what we do, and I always support them. Always be back to, do our little chop up, our little chatty wagons and stuff. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. Other than that, I haven't came back for a coffee. So I'm having coffee with y'all today. I hope you got yours. I got mine. And let's do it. I literally gotta put this into a chat. I'm over here talking. Could you hear me now? I've been talking. What's good, Grand Rising, everyone? This is Nicki Cee. I'm in the place to be, and we are having coffee with Nicki Cee. So we're having coffee this morning. I was just talking about how I have evolved. Um, we doing Hey, Goddess of Love, we doing a lot of things over here. I got a lot of things laid out. I laid a really good foundation for myself. I'm kind of proud of myself. I'm not trying to brag. I'm not trying to boast, but I was looking at everything, looking back on everything, looking at where I came from with this. I'm actually moving into some very good times for myself, you know, and that's why being with the HOTC taught me a lot. It taught me a lot about doing the work. And when we say do the work, we're talking about doing the work, period, in your life. Doing the work on you. The main work that you need to do in this world is on yourself. I'm not talking about putting in work, like the way people think about putting in work. I'm not talking about giving nobody no work. I'm talking about putting in the work on yourself. Putting in the work on your working on your character, working on your attributes, working on what you have within you to offer to the world. And I don't really think a lot of people get it. You know, I don't think a lot of people understand the dynamics of this and how this goes, what this is for real. Because everyone is so busy living outside of themselves, living outside of yourself, being caught up in designer labels and materialism and materialistic things and the spirit of competition, the spirit of envy and jealousy and things like that that drive people. You're so caught up in this stuff that you can't even look at yourself. You can't go within. Please, let's go within. Going within takes a lot of courage because it's kind of hard to look at yourself. It's so easy to point the fingers at other people, looking around you, looking around the world, and blaming everybody for your situation, your circumstances. When are you going to look at you? When are you going to do the shadow work that it takes to give yourself give yourself accountability and be accountable for your actions? How long is it going to take? You're going to do it in your 20s. You're going to do it in your 30s. You're going to do it in your 40s, your 50s, your 60s. Are you never going to do it? When we get to where I'm at in age, there's no way that we should still be doing the same foolish things, the same foolish actions, the same thing get you the same results. Shout out to Cuzzo. What's up, Cuzzo?
Hey, cuzzo, just dang girl.
You gonna get the same results. If you do the same thing over and over again, you're gonna get the same damn results. I mean, that's my experience of it all. That's what I see. You gotta change it up a little bit. You gotta try to get a different result. You gotta go at it a different way. So, having all the wisdom that I've gained over the years, I don't react the same way that I used to act to these things. And I think coming on YouTube was one of the biggest lessons of all, because the social media world is such a different place. It's not the same as the real world. This is a whole different world where people do things differently. Some people are not really ever going to be a real friend to you on these streets, on these internet streets. You are expendable here. People have people that they go long lasting friendships with sometimes, but you're not going to get the real person most of the time on here. You're not going to get a real person. You're going to get a made up avatar, made up, what they call it, archetype, that a person has made themselves to be something else, a persona. That's what you're going to get. And you have to realize that when you're operating out on these internet streets. See, I came here with the wrong idea, thinking, okay, I'm a real person. I'm gonna be my real self on here, and I've never been anything else but the real me. But some of these people, they want to be different things. Different people try to be things, something that they're not most of the time. And all we can do is sit back and watch this shit, watch the show, watch how this goes down, watch how it unfolds. But my biggest lesson was, yep, my biggest lesson was to never let them see me sweat. Never get on here and go back and forth with nobody. Never. For what? Who do I have to prove something to? For what? I don't have to prove anything to anybody. I did that shit one time and it didn't do anything for me. Because guess what? Don't these people don't know me. And if they cared enough about me, they would have got to know me and we would have never been to that point. We would have never got to that point. So I take it like this. You don't know me. I don't know you. Fuck what you saying about me. You alright. Do what you do. Do what you do. Say what you want to say. Because I know who I am. That's the importance of knowing who you are and being who you are. If you know who you are, you don't have to worry about what another motherfucker say about you. They can talk and talk and talk till they turn blue in the face. It don't matter because I'm over here living my life and doing and being who I am, the wonderful goddess that I am, the more powerful goddess that I am. I'm going to keep being that and being in control of my own reality. So, whatever reality that person is living in, they can live there, be there, stay there, and die there, and I will move on in my life and go where I'm going. And that's how I look at it. And I don't care. Because you can own whatever you make important in your life, whatever you make important, that's part of your reality. That's a part of it. You making it a part of it, so it's gonna be a part of it. But if you create your own reality and do you and move how you move, none of those things will affect you. They're not real. They're not a part of you. So that's how I get down. I don't know what happened to my cousin. I guess I was talking too much. But that's how I get down. So I don't care about all this other stuff. I'll never get involved in it. I won't. I'll say some real shit about some shit, but I won't continue to be a part of dumb shit because I'm a part of something much bigger than that shit. What's up, Cuzzo?
Hello there. Powerful, 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 and real. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't care about none of that. I can't be involved in it.
Yeah, I'm especially like when you mention like the when will people like show some type of growth, maturity, change. With me, it comes with now. Okay, now my overall being is one way. I have found that and have been stuck in that and been repping that. But the emotional part of me, compared to situations and circumstances, tho- those that be a little flip floppy. You know what I'm saying? And I might display some characteristics that some may want to question, like, oh my gosh, I thought she changed. So is that kind of different things that happen in me. But yeah, the overall me, I pretty much know where I stand. I pretty much know what. No, let's get that one right there. I pretty just much know where I stand, what I'm about to put up through with, be a part of, and um, cause I had some transitions here lately with cutting people out my life and really meaning it.
Yep.
So
That's another thing I want to expound on. And I want to expound on knowing how to operate and control your own environment to bring harmony into your life. In order to bring harmony into your life, you have to let go of things and people and places that are not of your highest good. You have to let those things go because if you continue to let them be in your life, you're going to continue to have these issues that keep popping up. But if you let them go, you'll start seeing everything level out and you'll be balanced. Because that's what I do. You know what I mean? I actually am not getting ready to deal with or tolerate anyone who is not going to be of my highest good in my life. I'm not going to have someone be in my face and then talk shit about me behind my back. What kind of shit is that? That is not a friend. You have to realize that is not a friend and move on. It's okay. I've been let down before, and it's okay. You can move on.
and I'm not having anybody in my life. See, this is the thing I can't. You ever been around people that give the best advice in the world? Always critiquing, always got something to say, whether showing shade or insincerity or whatever, just very strongly opinionated. But when that when that type of thing is returned, is not accepted in any way by them. So those were the things I had to pick apart.
Let me address the audience, the people that are here. Let me just say something to them. Shout out to Quinn Emerson, Goddess of Love, And Lady Shea Butter Dreamy Queen is up in the building, y'all. Thank you for joining. Um, what you just said is someone being able to give you advice, one to say have comments about everybody else, and pick apart a person, but never look at themselves for what the fuck they be doing. I already know what that is. That is called deflection. That is called someone not being able to look in the mirror. You won't look in the mirror at yourself, but you got so much to say about someone else. That is already showing that this person is not even confident within themselves. So in order to make themselves feel built up, it's all about putting everybody else around them down and making it seem like that's a false sense of confidence that they build up within themselves in order to feel better, because actually they feel fucked up on the inside. They feel
Oh,
like shit.
that's going deeper and making some good points too. But my thing is as friendships or family or whatever, like, okay, you expect me to take your advice, but you take none of mine. That's the point I was trying to make. Like, okay, what I'm saying is just, just invalid. It makes no sense. It's just like, uh, you will not allow me. Oh shoot. You will not allow my advice to be valid to you, but you always giving, and yeah. But you making a further point too. Yeah, that's something else too.
Okay, so as far as someone giving you advice and not want to take your advice, that's another part of the ego thing. It's an ego thing. It's a person feeling like they're above and beyond you. Their ego is to feel like they're better than you. So instead of them being able to take your advice, they want you to give you all the advice. Probably some advice that ain't even good for you most of the time. And at this point, who wants to have a friend that doesn't want to listen to them and you only listen to them? Who wants to have this kind of friend that you can't talk to and or whatever and tell them the truth about themselves? All people that I know that's really my friends right now, they value my opinion. I value their opinion, and they have voiced to me how much of a help that I am to them, and I have voiced to them how much they've been helping me. So it has to be some balance in any relationship that you have. It has to be balance in your life. And that's the whole thing. People don't want to do this. They don't want to give back. They don't want to give it, they don't want to have reciprocity to give back. People are takers in so many different ways. They want to take from you, but they don't want to give to you. And they want to use you for whatever reason they want to use you for. And that's what I notice about these social media relationships. I'm gonna start bringing back my social media um topics because I feel like we need it, because we're dealing with an era. We're living in an era where social media has so much impact on our lives. That's true, Lady Shea Butter, and you're welcome to join in the conversation if you want to. So yeah, it's an impact on our lives because it's different from what we've known. The younger people are more in tune with this, and we are older people who have a dual sense of knowing. We know how to do it without this shit, and we know how to do with it. So I have a lot of friends right now that don't operate on the internet. They don't do all this social media stuff. And I'm one of the people in my age group that have embarked upon this mission to be on these platforms and to engaged because my children were engaging. So I had to see what they was doing. I had to see what they was doing. You know what I mean? So I gotta call my daughter back after I get off my live. But yeah, so by me doing that, I learned a lot about social media early, and I had actually started being on the internet before my children had turned 7. I had the internet. I had AOL, and I had started playing games on AOL and doing that. I've been on the internet for a while, but it wasn't like this until they got all this stuff going. Coleman, can you hear me? Oh man, am I
Oh
still
yeah, I
being
can
heard?
hear you. I can hear you. I'm just got all this music and stuff in my background.
Okay, because I didn't see my avatar moving. So all this shopping online, I've been shopping online, ordering groceries and doing shit back in the day. I've been doing this shit since 90 96, 95, 96. I was buying and purchasing groceries, ordering them, getting it to my house. I think it might have been even, yeah, it was 95. So all this stuff, it's accelerated now, and it's more frequent now. People are doing it, everybody's doing it now. um but I want to really like tap into the social media relationships, how they affect people, what are the aspects of cyber harassment and bullying. I want to go back to all those things and basically talk about how it affects people mentally in the social media arena. People are uh, mentally, I'm trying to look for the word, under a psychosis due to the fact of social media. And a lot of these people that we see on a day to day basis that are liking to go back and forth don't realize these are mental conditions that they have developed doing these things. They don't understand that that's what's going on. And I really feel like these people need counseling, they need help. And I'm going to be the one to open up for these people to get the help they need. I feel like that's what I'm being led to do. Because if you can remember, Nicola, I had started off talking about it because it was affecting me, to be honest,
Well,
because I
the thing
had not,
about it,
huh?
I said the thing about it, the people that are out here displaying these mental. Okay, now first you have the people that are actually diagnosed mentally and all of that stuff. Then you have the undiagnosed people, and what's going to be difficult about that, um, even when you put the information out here, is not going to reach people that is supposed to reach because well, at this time, because they don't see anything wrong with it. They're enjoying themselves. They feel they popping. They never had any of this type of attention in life, or they either they act like this in their day to day lives, or they can come up here and be a totally different person. So it's gonna be that denial effect to like us, like thinking like, dang, they just don't get it because they really are. I'm telling you, you would talk to some people like that who do all this beef and drama that are getting paid for it, and they'll be like, "Well, I ain't doing it for free."
That's the psychosis part of it all to me, because what y'all have done is fell into the trap of hurting other people in order to get paid. I've been watching this for too long. I've been watching it. I've been watching y'all go back and forth on each other, talk shit to each other, drag each other, dox each other, do all this stuff all in the name of the mighty dollar, which I don't feel, I'm not cool with that shit. But y'all saw a way during all the hard times we had with COVID and all that. Y'all found a way to make content to get y'all some money in your pocket, but at the same time, where's your integrity at the end of the day? Where's your integrity? Because you got to hurt somebody else. You don't have enough knowledge or the ability to create some content that would be suitable for people and suitable for you to keep your dignity. You rather make your name a household name doing the worst shit in the world to get a bag. That's bullshit.
That's
That's selling your soul.
well, that's what it seemed like is the now to us. Cause the lady, I just had a conversation with this lady on Facebook the other day, and her thing was, I'm not an asshole in real life. I'm not doing anything different from these writers and movie makers and blah 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 blah. Now her how she does it isn't to the extent of how most people do it, but just to hear her and how she was completely justified in her moves, because she said when she lay down at night and cut this off, she's just not that person. It was just interesting to me. And I, me, I ain't try to debate her or nothing. I just wanted that explanation, and I got it. And I just was like, okay, well, that's just where you stand in it. But yeah, people don't even realize it, and they have their justified means for it that makes sense to them. Now, not saying this.
Oh, I can't hear you, Cola. Hello?
I have to go on mute if you can't hear me.
I can hear you now. I was hearing you. It keep going in and out, I think. But what I was going to say is I got a bachelor's of communication. And in communication, they show you all this type of how they persuade, the art of persuasion, the art of finding an audience, the art of getting people to buy your product. And that is one of the ways that that was shown to us about the marketing of content or whatever. This is what they do. So to influence people, these people are influencers, and this is the era of influencers, and this is what they do. That's what's up, goddess of love. That's what's up. It's, these people come and be whoever they want to be behind these avatars and behind this black mirror. And I saw it from the front of it all. I got fucked over a couple of times in the midst of me on my journey here on YouTube. That's why I'm not here a lot, because I don't resonate with a lot of people. A lot of people just don't like me just on the strength of what another person said. They never got the chance to know me on their own. They just listen to what other people say. Or they just don't like the energy that I hold. I'm a lot of things. I know that. So Professor X is in the motherfucking house. So they do what they do. They're influencers. They are creating content using other people, which I feel is the weakest form of content that anybody could ever have. You use somebody else's personal life what's going on in their life as a way to bring revenue to your channel. And I know the beef sector and all them, they not gonna like this, but that's what that is. And that they created a great form stream of income for themselves, and I see it. To each his own, to each his own, and to each his own of the people that want to keep participating in that. That's them, and that's why I do give the beef sector credit because all of them agree to be on that side of town. But what about the people that don't agree to be involved in that shit? They set theirs up in a business way to where, yeah, they got regular content, but sometimes they get into it within their sector and they go back and forth on each other and they make money doing it and they know that's what they're doing. They're aware of it. But how about the person who's unaware that you're getting ready to go dox them and do all that bullshit?
Well, that was my next question because okay, you got the beef sector, we got all these sectors, right? And from what I see, is like evenly done. Like they both on that type of time, and
Yeah,
it's just who gonna do it better type stuff. So
yeah.
in that case, in those situations, I feel no sorrow for either party, and that's why I don't watch because it's disgusting to me. Now, when I have a problem, if I have to happen to roll up on something, is when somebody who haven't done a thing in the world that we know publicly, um, and they're getting attacked. Now, to me, that's the only way I look like, okay, well, this is too much. Play with somebody who willing to play this type of a game with you too. You know.
Yeah,
So,
that's the thing. That's the thing. So, yeah, I just braided my hair last night. It did not stay. And I undid it right now because it was coming up. But yeah.
getting back to what you said earlier about the type of time, oh, when are you gonna do it? Your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. It's gonna take this type of time for everybody because everybody, you know how much we wanna like my brother. He always I gotta get the truth out here. And then if don't nobody receive it, he get all upset. I said, well, you're not doing it for the right cause. I said, because you just speak what you feel is the truth, the way and the light, and you put it out in the atmosphere, and it'll get picked up whether it's today, tomorrow, or next year. So I tell him, you're not doing it for the right cause if you expecting everybody to be on the same wave. And at the same time, life is just unfortunately not that perfect. So it's good for lives like this and you what you speaking, because even if it don't get picked up today, it's out here in the atmosphere and it will get picked up. You know how many times our parents told us something, we ain't listen or get it until later on in life.
Mm-hmm.
So everything is like that type of process. That's why I tell my brother, you got to chill out because you can't get mad just because ain't nobody getting your point per se right now. His face, he really be getting mad. That's that Leo, I guess, or just that wanting to just like you better listen to what I say.
Yeah, that's facts. I really don't have time for all that. Like I don't. My relationships, I want them all to be healthy. Everybody I deal with, I know that it can't be perfect, but I want it to be healthy enough to where if we have an issue, we could talk about it. And let that be it, you know?
Absolutely. And as far as this social media relationship, if we do fall out, I'm not going to be, and this just me, because people don't stand by this a lot either. I'm not about to make a public service announcement to the YouTube that we are no longer cool on communications like we were. I'm not about to join forces with other people that are talking about you. And now all of a sudden I'm talking about you. That'd be lame and weak on my behalf due to the fact that we were once friends. It's just certain things me that I'm not gonna do. Many people say, "Oh, Well, you can say that because you ain't been in this situation. Yes, I have. And trust me, I ain't just talking the talk. I have walked it. So yeah, that's my stance on stuff like that too.
Yeah. Yep. It gets real ugly out here. And I hate to see all that shit. I hate all the drama. I don't like it. I don't like to see people have to go through that. I don't like to see people getting dragged on the YouTube. I don't like that. I want everybody to love each other. That's my problem. I guess it's never gonna happen, but I'm gonna keep pushing it until the wheels fall off. I'm always push love before hate
I
because
know that's right.
love is the highest frequency you can ever have. And all that other stuff, all that going back and forth is low vibrational energy. You low as low can get when you doing that. And I know it. So you could take it how you want to take it. When you are operating on the back and forth basis, trying to dog somebody out and talk shit to people and do all that, you are on a low vibration. And I already said it about the spirits that people are involved with. They don't even realize that this is a spiritual battle and that when you have envious thoughts of others, you have jealousy thoughts of other people, you always got something to say to criticize somebody, those are spirits. Because we supposed to speak life into things. We are creators. We supposed to speak life into people. We supposed to speak life, period. We're not supposed to speak this death that we've been taught to speak. And that's what's going on. These people speaking death into people and they don't understand that that's cursing. They talking about witches and people witches. They are witch. They are witches because they are using their words to destroy people, period. And that's what we have to know about the alchemy and all that. When you talking, your words are powerful. So you're supposed to try to use the most beautiful words you could use on somebody, something that is not gonna harm them. But these people using words to harm people, and they don't even realize what they're doing. They don't realize that that itself is witchcraft. Why y'all always talking about somebody as a witch? Y'all some witches.
It is some evil. I keep muting, girl. You know what I'm doing right now. I ain't gotta announce it to the whole world. But in some sections, these music, the music is a little loud. But
Mm,
yeah, I'm and it's taking me a while to get off mute for a certain few things. But yeah, speak that, and yeah, you always spread love. I spread love now more than ever. I've always been a lovable person,
you
but
have.
it was a point in time where I was a little evil one. Now I,
You
you
can
know,
get
my
evil because we got all those parts to us. That's the part. I was gonna bring that up too, but I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
no, go ahead, because I'm going to go to another section where the music gonna be a little louder. So yeah.
So what I wanted to bring up is that we have all kind of energy within us. And the name of the game is to be able to master oneself. And mastering yourself is being able to control yourself to a point where when you need to go off on somebody, you can. But you don't need that all the time. You don't need to be using that part of you all the time. But when it's time to use that part, you can and you will. But some people don't even know how to use the energy properly. Yes, we have it. We have the masculine and the feminine energy. We are we have polarities, you know what I'm saying? but we also supposed to balance this out. And what I'm seeing is people using all that other energy in the wrong ways and going around hurting people, all because they're hurt. That's why it's important to go within yourself, go within to do this shadow work, to figure it all out and to get yourself right. It's okay to work on yourself daily. Stop living outside of yourself. Stop caring what other people think about you. You don't have to come on the internet to show off the things that you do for you.
You right, because when them reads come, that's when you really see one's inner self. Because somebody can read you real good and they ain't got to bring up your kids or your ancestors or go to doxing. So it
Yeah.
like what I'm saying. Now that's like every time somebody get mad, I was like, oh wow, I didn't know they had that in them. Now we know you get angry, you gonna read and stuff like that, but it is kind of shocking with how low somebody can go, and that right there, when somebody show me that, I kind of I don't know, it's just like now that was a bit like, okay, yeah, I understand. People be like, oh, you took me there. No, some of that stuff was already in you, because what make a saint? Well, a sane, angry mind. Now, is no rules to war. So I know people be trying to hit below the belt to win, but my mind wouldn't instantly go because I'm mad with somebody else to their child. I mean, that's just my mind. My
Yeah,
mind
they
won't
just want to
be
be like that. Those people want to bring up
yeah.
somebody's children.
Unless I'm about to whoop your ass. It is no need for me to know your address. I ask you myself to tell you I'm coming. Like, it's no need to I'm not using this to try to.
Yeah, that's what's up, Lady Shea Butter. I'm gonna be out there. I need to hook up with you because I'm gonna be in Long Beach at the end of this month. We getting ready to do a sound bath over there. I don't know if I even have your email address. I can meet you in person that day. And I'm gonna be out there if you're around and available. But yeah, I just know that the healing needs to be done with the people. People really need to stop playing games and realize they need to be healed and understand that it's not their fault, the things that we've been taught, but they need to get out of the indoctrination and come to the real and get themselves together for real. You can come whenever, Quentin. I'm here. You can come whenever. Chris and them still out here. I don't know if you still talk to Chris or not. They out here. But if you come, let me know so I can see you. Um,
Yeah, I
and
understand what we as a people need to do, but I preach certain things to myself because the change I want gonna start in me. So everything you just said, I tell myself the same thing. Like, I need to start doing it. I need to realize it because it starts with me first. Once
yeah,
I
that's
get it all the
uh,
way together, yeah.
yeah,
When
that's what I've
I'm,
been doing. I've been healing
hmm
myself. Yeah, I've been doing a
yep,
lot of healing. And
yeah, because it's
there's
starting us
need
to
to
change.
be somewhere every day, on YouTube or doing all this stuff and being around people because people need to take a step back to view themselves. Like I said, look in the mirror. What I said earlier. Look in the mirror at yourself. Look at situations that happen and go to yourself in that situation and what you could have did that would have made things a whole other way. And that's where it starts. It just starts with you. When I say go within, that means you. Go back to the 0 point. We have to go back to the 0 point, and that is you. The circle with the one dot, that's you. And in sacred geometry, there's a figure that shows how we all connect to each other. It starts with you though, and then we start connecting to other people. and it just, the circles just start connecting and connecting all over, and just keep connecting, and it connects us all to each other. So we are all connected, period. But people like to disconnect and treat people a fucked up way. And that's never gonna fare well. And when I say that the people need to build it, and that's the only way we're gonna bring harmony back to the earth. For us to realize what our true purpose is here is not to fight each other. We have enough forces against us. It's for us to become what's come together, and love each other and bring the whole vibration of this whole planet back up to where it go,
That's right.
to where everybody is in harmony. Then we can receive what we need to receive. But until then, it's gonna continue to be like this. We could change everything just by with the love frequency. And Mr. Wise, I'm trying to remember who Mr. Wise is. Who is this Mr. Who is Mr. Wise? I think I know who it is. Is this Big O? Anyway, I'm gonna go for the next few minutes, and this will be just an hour. I'm gonna change the name of this too because I feel that we touched a lot of valid points, and I just hope that it touches the right people and people start to realize that it's all about self development instead of outside of you. Once you develop yourself, you can obtain anything.
Mhm.
Once you have the right mind frame, you can bring everything you need in your life to you. But going about it these other ways, that's only set for disaster. Because I mean, if you keep being the way you are, you're just gonna keep losing friends. You're gonna lose the best people you could have ever had in your life, and then you're gonna be standing there alone, and you ain't gonna be able to call nobody because people are tired of your ass, tired of you doing that shit, tired of you turning on them, tired of you saying whatever you want to say to people and shit, and saying whatever you want about people. That's not cool. All that is not cool. And somebody like me is not gonna tolerate it. I'm just not. So I hope to see y'all again soon. I really appreciate everyone who graced the chat. My cousin for gracing the panel and chopping it up with me on this morning. Coffee with Nicki Cee. Uh, it's been real. We just have to look at life for what it really is and stop faking the funk. It's not what you see on TV. And I just really feel like when they came with all these type of shows that show the combativeness of black people going back and forth and uh coming with receipts and shit, niggas thought that shit was cool. Everybody thought it was cool to do. Tell me I got receipts. I got this. I got that. And so it just changed the world and how people are socializing with each other. And it's crazy that I can see it, but people get close to you on these platforms just so they can turn around and turn you into some content. And that's totally not cool. That's totally an energy vampire move. And you shouldn't want to be an energy vampire, because we all have the ability to have enough energy ourselves if we utilize ourselves the correct way, if we do the work. You can't keep skipping steps. You can't keep cheating your way through life. And that is cheating your way through life, making somebody else your content. Unless y'all got a mutual agreement, like the people in the beef sector. They got a mutual agreement. I know that. They have a network. But some of these people don't even want to be a part of this shit. Y'all coming at people, making them feel like shit, talking that shit, making them feel some kind of way, making them feel like they got to come back and attack you. And it's an ongoing thing back and forth. If you want to be a beef person, go to the beef sector and get involved with the real network of people who doing some real shit. That's really uh, a calculated business setup. They set this up to where it works. And that's all I'm gonna say today. Thank you for joining me. This is Nicki Cee. I'm in a place to be. Y'all know what I want y'all to do. I want you to love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, stay fly, and always live in your truth. Peace, and I'm out. I am the epitome of real, the definition of truth. Nicki Cee, and the place to be. Love yourself, know yourself, be true to yourself, and stay fly.